are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
We are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. And today, for the first time in quite some time, we have the Barnes and Michael Show, also known as Dave and
Ty. Let's go.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, dude. It's Monday, new week. We had a great weekend. Your birthday was this weekend. From Thursday till now, I feel like it's been a journey.
It's been a journey, a whirlwind, and it all started.
You get to recap the game.
Exactly. It all started on Thursday, and once again, as we, on Thursday, when I was surprised about going to the game, thanking you guys. But what a great night, and it was just so special to share it with all you guys. So really, once again, I appreciate that, and I know everybody had a great time, and it just. For it to end the way it did on an Anthony Rizzo walk-off home run, I feel like you didn't know what that would feel like till it actually happened, seeing a walk-off home run live. And just the fan reaction. There is no other fan reaction like that in sports, Michael.
None like it. My favorite thing was that I love walking through the leaving the Yankee Stadium hallways, I guess you could say.
Yep.
And literally everyone in the crowd is singing New York, Frankie.
No, they do that at Citi Field, though.
Yesterday, you should have heard Renee. She was saying that Boston has a song.
Sweet Caroline for the seventh inning stretch. Please.
It doesn't even compare, right?
It's not even close.
Yeah.
So it just the buzz, the electricity, the fact that you're walking out of the stadium, everybody's saying, let's go Yankees. You're walking by the park where the old Yankee Stadium, once was, where you guys were able to get out there for a second. Everybody's still chanting. You're walking up to the train. Everybody's still chanting. On the train, everybody's still chanting. It's just really a one-in-a-kind type of experience. And it was so nice that everyone, was able to experience that. And the fact that it just happened to be a walk-off home run game, and that the last two games I've been to there, they've walked it off. Just what a season that it's been for New York Yankees. So it was so nice that we were able to do that. And as Arnold once said, we will be back.
I love it.
And I love this view we got.
Dude, I'm testing out some new. We got the new A10 Mini Extreme ISO here. I'm testing this out. How sick is that? Side by side, we could look at each other this whole time.
Unbelievable, Michael.
I know.
Bang.
Right back to you though.
And before we get into baseball and hockey, those are going to be our main points today. Just a couple of things we haven't really got to chat about. The first being, and I know you listen to him every day. I think we've talked about this a little bit, but I feel like this saga, this drama with Dave continues on. Any changing feelings there for you?
No, I heard it today. I was listening today
about they're talking about FAN and shit, like him going across town competing, and what the heck is going on over there? Honestly, you had to just give me something.
I know.
What are you seeing yourself?
Clearly, no one's offered Dave any meeting or something, even, I guess, for contract negotiations for, I think it's August, he said he's done?
Yes, August.
If we had the money to pay what he needed to pay his family and, live, we would totally bring him in. You, him, and Tony.
But, of course, 100%,
I don't think he's going to leave, though.
But I don't get why there wouldn't even be a conversation, though. It's like, you know what I mean? They know that that's just going to piss him off. And it's like, that's almost making me think like they're planning to just let him go. I don't.
If they do, I will not be listening to 98.7 at all.
Oh, you can't. There's just nothing left at that point.
Nothing.
And Rick says he'll leave as well.
Yes.
But I don't know. If you had to say something and you were gonna win a prize if you were right, I mean,
Houdini.
do you think that that's what they're planning on doing? Is just letting the contract expire? They're just like, this guy, he's gonna want a lot, and he's just an early morning guy. We're not gonna
Selfish.
give him all this money that he's looking for. We're just gonna let him go. I mean, do you think it's possible that that's the mindset of ESPN Radio?
No.
No, I don't. And I'll tell you why. I think they know what they have here in my guy, Dave Rothenberg. And I think there's going to be big changes being made.
Mm-hmm. And what
the ratings for Michael K, I think, should be more alarming
right
than Dave, because I just feel like those, I guarantee you the numbers in the morning are dope for them.
Right. For that
time. So it's like, there's got to be these big guys up top at ESPN have to be talking, being like, hey, I mean, maybe we move these guys here, give them a little more money, a little more time.
But move them, you're saying, to the afternoon?
Yeah. You don't like that?
Well, no. I do. I just, I don't know. I just have this thing like Kay, thinks like he owns the world, and like they're not going to want to really like touch anything with him. The only thing I was trying to think is like, and I don't want to split them up, but maybe that they want to move Dave and replace Peter with Dave. Because that would be like, you know what I mean? Them just battling all show. That would be good. I love Rick and
I know,
and
that's
Dave,
the thing I do.
I do think that they might be considering that, because I do think
I don't know.
really help the ratings.
Obviously, but
Without
like
Peter.
People like Rick too.
Right.
They do like Rick a lot, and like Michael K loves Rick.
Right.
They have like a weird relationship.
Yeah.
So,
but I just don't think you could move that show without Kay being like, all right, I'm out. And not that like that would be a bad thing, but I don't think, even despite this ratings problem, I don't think ESPN Radio wants to let Kay go necessarily.
I don't know.
Get Houdini it though. August 1st or whatever it is. What do they do? What happens?
Unequivocally.
They re-sign him.
Resign, but then does any of the other shows move around?
Yes.
Does Peter go?
I think Peter goes. I think they're gonna try to do something where Peter gets his own show with someone.
Okay, and then no one listens to it.
I can see him joining
Carlin.
No.
Can you imagine Canty, Carlin, and Peter? How bad that would be.
I was thinking of putting him in the Keyshawn J. Will show.
But who are they gonna take out there? Or just adding them?
Just add a fourth and then let them sink.
No, I think
like the violinist on the Titanic. I know you saw that part.
Oh, dude, of course. No, Titanic. I mean, it's hard to get through that. Dry eyed.
I know.
But I think too, like maybe they'll start with just firing Bart. I heard some clip of him today talking about the Yankees.
Yeah.
No,
Tell me what.
No, he just was like, oh, recently, they set these win records, and like they don't make the World Series. Like, what makes this year any different? It's like,
oh yeah, I heard that.
Bro, you just say things like you don't watch the games.
No, you don't
know
see the
X's
difference.
and O's
in
baseball. Like, why is he there?
I know. And honestly, dude, Alan Hahn used to be my guy. He's kind of been like, I liked him with Rick and like
maybe
Canty.
that's the answer.
Rick and Canty.
Maybe that's the answer.
Straight. Where was Dave? I can't remember where Dave was.
Dave was weekends and just like on K. He would be on K.
No. I'm talking about before.
Dude, he was weekends, bro. He didn't have like.
He wasn't
in overnights and shit. He didn't have like a regular slot.
He's the best.
Wait, but dude, I think that might like. I know you don't necessarily like it, but I could see now. I'm thinking about this more and more. And I know Rick said he would retire, whatever. But I think Peter out the door, Dave with Michael K, and then get those three guys, Han, Canty, and Rick back together. It wouldn't be too bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
But we can't have the power hour anymore. We just can't do it,
dude.
Like I really actually like Peter better. I think. Honestly.
No way,
Scott. It's insane. They played for the Jets. He was the leader. All of that.
I know.
But it's so bad. I mean, it's just not even close.
Like, I've never even. Is there a show on TV?
ESPN Plus. But you're talking about Bart and Hahn? Yeah, ESPN Plus. But I mean, I don't know. I just think that it's really, really, And I also kind of think too that that Han was also good just when he had his own show.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just something with Bart. I don't know. It's just not a good pairing. But yeah, definitely a little drama there at ESPN Radio. So be interesting to see exactly how they kind of change things.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's always new lineups there. We see
Always.
it all the time.
It's crazy.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Max's show and Bart and Han are gone, and then maybe they move Rick and Dave into kind of a midday or mid-morning show. So this way, I mean, I would think if they move them to that slot, they would get more views. Or do you think that it's more popular to listen earlier in the morning because you're driving to work?
Dude, I would never be listening to that show
in the middle of the day.
No, like imagine if they had a long slot.
I mean, but do you think
Bart and Han show, isn't it 3 hours?
Well, because let's think about this. So Rick and Dave are 5 to 8.
Yeah.
8 to 10 is Max's show, right?
Yeah.
10 to 12 is Greeny. So it's 12 to
1, 2.
To 2.
12 to 2.
No, but I thought Michael K's on at 3.
So 12 to 3.
3-hour show.
That's a good slot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, lunchtime.
Yeah. Maybe they'll do it. We'll see, but just definitely kind of interesting. The next thing I wanted to get to, and as the season concluded and we didn't really get to wrap it up ourselves, the NBA Finals is finally over after 8 months. The Warriors win, the whole 4th and 8th years, and Curry gets his Finals MVP, averaging a mediocre 31 points a game during the Finals, 43% for 3-point range. I mean, honestly, what 6 games, none of their series go 7. I mean, what was your thought on their run this postseason?
I respect
Were you surprised at all?
Yes. I mean, like I actually, I think we could run it back, and I'd said at some point that they were gonna. Don't. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised about Wiggins.
Mm-hmm. It was unbelievable how he's just turned into a winner. I mean, he was with
a bust.
Timberwolves, and also just his attitude. I think
a bust.
It was horrible. Butler was so pissed.
Just soft.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, that just shows the culture there.
Yeah.
They got a good, dude, you draft those core guys. You got a core of young guys. I mean, who knows, dude? They're going to be healthier next year, to be honest.
I wonder if Wiseman will ever be healthy. Does he have the big man itis with the knee?
No.
I mean, dude, he hasn't played the last 2 years, really. Think about it. He barely played last year. Didn't play at all this year.
So neither did Joel.
Yeah. I hope he plays. I mean, he's fun to watch.
I think he will. I think he might be traded, maybe. And, they get something.
Yeah. But do you think they try to keep as many of those guys on that roster? Yeah.
It's a good team.
Yeah.
They need, and that's the thing. It's like, this will be another technically off season together.
Right.
And Clay, another off season to strengthen and be in more condition, I should say. And yeah, dude, I don't know. It's pretty crazy. It's crazy because I saw a picture of Chris Paul and Steph Curry next to him, and it was like Chris Paul came into the league thinking it was his next, and then Steph Curry took it, like for the point guards.
Yeah.
And then I saw another photo of like Chris Paul, John Wall, Derrick Rose. I can't remember the other player, but then Steph, and it was like 4 rings here, and it's all Steph.
It's all Steph.
Yeah. And it's crazy. Those guys. Westbrook.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think about that? At least the point guard debate.
In terms of what though? Like, is that no one else?
Is he gonna? You think he could finish top point guard? No. Even if he gets like 6. Come in, Tony.
I don't know. I just feel like with him, it's just like, I mean, the shooting is obviously great, but I don't think he could be considered the top point guard of all time if he's. I wouldn't necessarily say he's an elite passer, and I think how are you the best point guard of all time if you're not an elite passer?
I think he's good,
but he's not really elite though. You know what I mean? Chris Paul is so much better of a passer.
Yeah, but Chris Paul has nothing.
Right, but it's just like I think of Curry more as a shooting guard.
See, I don't,
because I just think like, or for instance, how is Magic Johnson not a better passer?
He is a better passer,
But
he's not. I would argue. I would run like if on my top 5 starting 5, I would take Steph Curry.
Yeah,
because he could run. His handles are good.
But weak defensively.
No, he's picked it up. You saw him all playoffs, dude. He got
body of work.
Overall body of work. I'd rather have him. Yeah, he does it all, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's got some work to do. But I mean, obviously, 4 titles is 4 titles, and Finals MVP is a Finals MVP. I mean, no one's debating that. And is
2 MVPs,
2 regular season MVPs,
one and only unanimous.
Yeah. I don't know.
All-Star MVP this year. All-time 3-point record.
I kind of want you to just call me Tony today. I'm very, very skeptical of his body of work just yet. I want to see a little more.
All right, what if he does it again next season?
I'll consider it, but I still just think Magic Johnson is better.
Really?
Magic, is it 5 titles for Magic?
Yeah.
So he would equal him, but I don't think he's winning again. I think this is it. I mean, he's 34.
He's a young 34 though.
His ankles are 50. So
no, he signed his soul. That's why Aisha, has the cooking show and everything.
The cooking show. But hey,
yeah,
I guess let's see what happens. Anything you're hearing in terms of what Worldwide West and the boys are doing for your buddies?
I apparently, Mitch is on the trading block. Basically, everyone's on the trading block, apparently, except RJ.
Okay.
And that's all I know right now. Because they're trying to get the number, that dude, Ivy from Purdue.
Heard about that.
He's a monster.
Where's he going? I know who he is,
dude,
but
have you seen his highlights?
Yeah, no, I remember watching the games in college. But what is it?
Dude, this dude Tony's a freak.
Jaden Ivey, that's what it is.
This is who the Knicks are trying to trade up to get.
Bless you.
Look at that explosiveness. He's like John Morant.
Yeah, no, he is crazy.
He shoots like him too.
But I would think, I mean, I just don't know if because they're picking 11th?
They're picking 11th, but they're saying trade, give up their 11th pick, give up a couple pieces, young talent.
But
quickly, Obi.
It's just the way you say that. I know it's like, unless you're giving up like RJ Barrett or something, they're not going to be able to. No, but I'm saying I don't think they're going to be able to do that. So, yeah, they are at 11th. NBA Draft.net has them taking Johnny Davis, shooting guard from Wisconsin, at 11. And then at 4, Sacramento's taking Jaden Ivey.
Yeah, but no one wants to play there, apparently.
I just think.
Why would they draft another guard? What the fuck?
But Sacramento, as desperate as they are, is it going to be like, yeah, give us quickly. We'll take a couple second rounders. Like, dude, that's going to.
I know, they're perfect.
They're going to have
Kings are the perfect team, I'm telling you.
They're going to have to give up like 2 additional first. It's
going to be like Stephen A. Smith with Pau Gasol with Kwame Brown. It's going to be one of those trades.
I mean, I hope
What if we get the 4, unload Julius, and have more money? And then because New Orleans is going to be traded during the season or off season, he's got an expiring contract, so that's perfect. That's good. That's a good trade to
right.
You send him to a good veteran team.
And would you rather get Ivy than get Mitchell?
Duh.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, established star. You know what he's
established star.
I mean, you don't think? Come on, he would be. He would be an instant favorite in New York. You know that.
Oh, dude, Greenwich.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he would.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm over him.
Yeah.
I just see Carmelo Anthony all over again with that. Trading
is
all
Carmelo coming back?
Oh yeah, that's a rumor actually, dude.
Yeah.
He actually is probably going to either come back to the Knicks or Denver, or I forgot the other team, but Knicks are top.
Maybe a reunion in Houston. No, I
funny
think,
guy.
No.
Knicks or
Knicks
Denver
make the most sense.
Or Denver.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he got drafted there.
Yeah.
Imagine winning.
Oh no, I know. I get that. But I
Eight
just
straight.
think he could have
Tony, where
more
are
of
you?
a.
Go ahead, Tony.
I think he could have more of a role with the
So,
Knicks, though.
oh no.
And I do like I see where it's like I just think I'm going to be very interested to see how they work this offseason because it's like similar to the Lakers, but better, but still similar where there's just, especially because you're saying like, oh, we're not going to give up RJ. I just don't think they have many attractive assets. And I'm just going to be interested to see how they're able to do this, like to make some type of move to make a big acquisition.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
I guess we'll find out. And then just the one other thing I wanted to mention, just before we get into baseball here.
Big basketball segment today, Barnes.
Huge basketball segment.
Yeah.
And we talked to little Dave. But obviously,
What's new with Dave?
Oh, dude,
Not a
he's a free
contract?
agent in August.
No.
He keeps
He
keeps talking about it. We have some theories. We think they're going to move some of the guys around, and we just think like it's like ESPN. I think is a little tight at him because I think he probably is like, okay, this is like my big payday.
Right.
I don't think they're feeling it.
Do you also think that they're afraid of him? Like honestly, because obviously, they're pushing almost everyone else other than him
out the door.
No,
like promoting them.
Okay. Yes, you fool. And I would imagine that he probably has more fans than they thought. People are ragging on K.
Well, what I said is I think they're going to fire Peter, put Rothenberg with K, and then fire Bart Scott, and then have Canty, Han, and Rick back together.
Yeah, but see, that doesn't work at all for me.
Why?
Because you can't have those three big personalities on the Michael K show. Like, Rothenberg needs his own show. Like,
right. But I guess, I think Greeny likes doing radio. I mean, I guess technically you could put him his own show in the afternoon. I think
they're Kellerman out of it. Get that show out of there, dude. Just
I can't tell what show is worse though, Bart and Han or Kellerman show. Because dude, come on, it's pretty bad with Bart.
Yeah, I know.
He's so can't listen to him for.
But Kellerman, I think, has like a better time slot when you think about it.
Yeah, that's true. So I think there's gonna be a lot of moving pieces. It'll be interesting to see for sure. The one other thing, I just wanted to get to is, we did crown a champion yesterday in the PGA Tour World of Golf here. And Matthew Fitzpatrick from England wins at 6 under par the U.S. Open at Brookline Country Club in Massachusetts here. One-shot victory over Will Zalatoris. He needed to make a putt to force a playoff. I was that close.
Blew it?
Missed it.
He blew it.
Yep.
Was it an easy putt?
It was mid-range. He should have made it basically, though, for a spot to win a championship like
Nerves?
that, to make a playoff. Oh,
US hands Open. Down. Yeah.
And
did he say anything afterwards?
I think he said if I had to lose to someone, I couldn't lose to a better guy than Matthew.
Oh,
he pulled one of those.
Yeah, to his family.
And then he did tie for second with Scotty Scheffler. Morikawa finished his tied for fifth, 2 under. So he was in position to win potentially, but he shot a 77 on Saturday. And then your pick, Rory, was tied with Morikawa at 2 under. So, we had some of the big names, kind of close. But once again, we have a situation where it's a first-time major champion. And it was actually Matt Fitzpatrick's first win, because this is technically a PGA Tour event. So first, like, American win or whatever you want to call it, because he's won over on the European Tour. So, props to him. I feel like Zalatoris is coming after another. I think he tied second at the PGA this year as well. So another, top 2 finish for him. So I think it's just a matter of time before he gets out there. And Scotty Scheffler, after the Masters victory, is a runner-up finisher as well. So a lot of young stars, making their name, and it was definitely a fun tournament there. And looking forward to next month's Open Championship at St. Andrews, and hopefully Tiger has some type of semblance of himself there. It would be nice to see him in contention, but I know that's probably a long shot. And then this week we have Connecticut's only tournament, Travelers Championship, Cromwell, Connecticut.
I know.
A lot of big names there. So we'll take a look at that later in the week.
I got tickets.
I wish. There's always a reason I can't go.
For free.
And it definitely seems like a great event for sure. So, but we'll take a look at that.
Because there's always a reason why I can't go.
And then, so I think it's time though. Let's go to the world of Major League Baseball.
2-2, he got him swinging. The back-to-back strikeouts for Robbie Ray.
There's damage right there. Shohei, way, Cy Young, Nada, where did that land?
Stuck to Chapman, who leaps up and grabs it.
Story spins and fires, out at first. There it goes, see ya. Home run, Aaron Judge.
Run Aaron Judge. Dude.
All right.
Talk about someone who just kind of skeptic of, dude. Just
Oh my God.
not really much to even show for any success.
So if we could just pause the comedian act for a second, I'm just curious, Tony, because I was
no, you did it with Mike, with Steph, right? Why can't I do it with
Steph
you?
has
and
4
Judge?
championships.
Yeah,
so.
Judge has how many?
But Tony, I mean, what are you looking to get at this? You know what I mean? This is like
About what's fair, Brian.
it's just insanity. But I wanted your honest take because me and Michael were just talking about the great experience we had, on Thursday at the stadium, the Rizzo walk off it. Just curious, any comments you had about Thursday night?
At the game?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a phenomenal game. Severino getting scratched right before we went. That was pretty crazy. Schmidt in there for him instead, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you think you're kind of going to be like, oh, Severino, a little disappointing, but I mean, it made for some great, baseball. I think Schmidt did really well.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, pretty close game. We had great seats in the bleachers. People were, I've seen Yankee fans much worse, so it's not too bad, But yeah, it was a good time. I had a phenomenal time. Towards the end, obviously, 9th inning, what's going on? Like,
just when you think you're not going to see it, and after I
know.
said, Tony,
Yeah.
something's coming up,
just when
Tony.
you think you're like, oh shit, we have to stay here for extra innings.
Oh, Mr. Rizzo.
Yeah, Mr. Rizzo comes up, dude, hits a nice dinger. Couldn't see it though land, but it's all right.
I mean, it's just.
It was a great time, dude.
And I just love those type of guys, they come over, like in any sport, when you acquire a veteran that you might think, he's not at the peak of his game, but his leadership value is so immense, and then he steps up in the big moments, and I just feel like that's what Rizzo is.
Right.
Jeter of the Cubs.
Basically, dude.
He had the grand slam, on Friday night after that, and then also hit a home run yesterday. Fortunately, they didn't win, but they win 2 out of 3. And just wanted to update everybody too. Picks from Thursday. Tony goes 3-1. I go 2-2. So we're once again knotted up at 14-10. So pretty close proximity there once again. But just overall over the weekend, and I'll start with the Yankees here. I mentioned Friday and Saturday's game, so they were able to take care of business there in Toronto, winning the first 2 games. And Friday, really wasn't in question, after midway through the game, that Rizzo grand slam, and they never looked back. So it was nice to kind of set the tone there in Toronto, which is not, an easy place to play, even though they definitely have been a little disappointing, to start the season, mostly offensively. But if you look at that game, 12-3. So they really pour it on. And you look at it. 14 hits. Stanton with a homer, LeMahieu with a homer, Gallo homered as well. And then of course, Rizzo the grand slam, and Montgomery. Just as usual, 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. How about this, Tony? I feel like you'll be kind of appalled by this. Jordan Montgomery in his whole career has never let up more than 3 runs.
No way.
That's insane, though.
That is pretty insane.
Yeah.
His entire career.
Yeah. He missed a year with Tommy John and came back late the following year. But I'm just kind of curious, actually, total innings pitched here. Just take a look. Let's see. So that's this year. Where is this? Okay. So he's pitched 460 innings, 89 starts.
Oh.
That's a lot of starts.
That's still, yeah. Jeez.
You think about, that's 3 full seasons. So that's a pretty good streak there for sure. So yeah, nice to get the 12-3 victory there, on Friday. And then, they were on to Saturday, where they once again did prevail, defeating the Blue Jays 4-0. So a little more of a low scoring game there. And they got a great start out of Jameson Taillon. And I was very surprised, and I know you were too, Tony, that he was able to, and I know Taillon's, had a great year, of course, but able to outdo Alex Manoah, who started out strong, ran into trouble in the 4th inning, letting up 3 runs, and then, that was it.
Right.
You look at his line, 5 1/3, 6 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Tyone with 5 2/3, 4 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. And Clay Holmes running that scoreless streak, I believe, to 31 in the 3rd innings, which is just unbelievable, breaking Mariano Rivera, number 42, of course, Tony.
Wow.
His record from 1998. So obviously it's been insane what he's been able to do. Michael King with 2 scoreless innings. And then, you had 2 hits from Glaber, who's really been heating up lately. I mean, I think it's safe to say, Tony, after, we'll get to yesterday in a second, but safe to say Glaber is back. I think he's fully back. I think he's a walking 30 home runs, 270, 275. I mean, would you agree or no?
Yeah, easily. I mean, he's not only had some good stints, but, get some good pitchers as well. You mentioned Manoah. I mean, for him to be hitting this well against these types of pitchers is a godsend, honestly. Breath of fresh air, Brian.
And I think it was just so refreshing to finally let Marcus Timms go. He was in the organization a while. I mean, think about the difference offensively this year to last year. I mean, it has to do something with the hitting coach.
It must be, right?
I mean, I think it's just kind of a new strategy.
Yeah, and they didn't really change anything else when you think about it,
Yeah, I mean, you brought in, Donaldson, IKF, so you had some contact.
Yeah, how's Donaldson doing?
Homered yesterday. No, but obviously, dude. Yeah, I would get rid of him for a bag of donuts in the second.
A bag of donuts, dude.
Krispy Kreme, though. Warm dozen. Could you do a warm dozen?
Yeah, easily, dude. No, I'm telling you, donut in, chocolate glazed.
But you could go a dozen. It went like dozen straight, like just back to back to back to back 12 times.
Of all the same donut, or are we assorted donuts?
Sorted.
Here? Assorted, yeah.
12 in an hour.
12 in an hour? Yeah, in an hour. Are you kidding me? An hour is a long time, Brian.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy. 12 in an hour, though, I think that's still a pretty tight pace.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom afterwards.
So we were on to yesterday, and it looked like the Yankees were in position to sweep here. So you go through 5 innings, or really actually you go through 5.5 innings, and they were up 8-3, and then your buddy Miguel Castro serves up a grand slam, which made it 8-7. They end up losing 10-9. So just something, and this was Teoscar Hernandez, or was it? Or no, was that? Oh, Gurriel. And this is something we really haven't seen this year because obviously the pitching, specifically the bullpen, has been very much lights out. But they did unfortunately falter there, and Rizzo did homer in the 8th,
right?
But it just wasn't enough. So they don't get the sweep. But Rizzo, 18 home runs. He all of a sudden, after that tight stretch, where he really wasn't hitting well. It's nice to see him do it on the road. I mean, he's dialed in.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think he's a lock for 35 home runs.
Oh.
He has 18 already. I mean, it's the middle of June. How many home runs do you think he'll have? He's 18. What are you going to hit 10 more the rest of the season?
I was going to say 29, 30.
Seems like this is like a devil's advocate.
No, I'm just saying, dude, be careful. We've seen him have these, slumps that last a while.
I don't know. I feel like he's fired up. And after the walk-off home run, I read an article. I don't know if you saw this. But he was saying, really, he got the championship belt, for hitting the home run. And he stood up there and he said, at one point or another, all guys on the 40-man roster this season are going to step up. That's the only way we're going to win a championship. He's not wrong. He's been there before.
No, he's not wrong at all. But what does that have to do with him being in a swamp, Brian?
It has to do with the fact that he has the drive.
It sounds like he's saying, hey, guys, I'm not going to be doing this all season long, so somebody else better step up here.
Tony's back. But listen, it was disappointing, but it's like you can't dwell on it because, I mean, there's still double-digit lead over everybody in the division. I believe 11 over the Blue Jays. And then, I mentioned Glaber, another 3 hits yesterday, including his 13th home run in the second off Kikuchi. So you feel good about that. And now it's on to St. Petersburg, playing the Rays before a series at Yankee Stadium with the Houston Astros, which really I think is their biggest series of this first half. So definitely a crucial stretch here. You got Cole back on the mound tonight, so it's all good. But now you just after a disappointing game, you just want to get back to it and get back to their winning ways, which I feel like they will do. So like I said, we'll take a look at tonight in a second. Just curious your thoughts of the Mets taking 2 out of 3 over the weekend against the Marlins with this weird wraparound series as they currently are in the bottom of the first right now.
Yeah.
2 on, nobody out.
David Peterson.
Getting
Wait, you say top or bottom of the bottom of the
bottom
first,
of the
right?
first. Yep.
Okay,
They
so
got 2 on.
got 2 on. Let's go, dude.
But what happened over the weekend?
Well, we took 2 out of 3 for Miami. Should have been 3 out of 3 to be honest. But first game was like 10-4. Started off with Lindor homering. Love to see that. Alonso, I believe he had the grand slam on Friday, if memory serves me correctly. For some reason, Friday honestly seems so long ago, dude. It's crazy. But the pitching this week was actually pretty decent. Cookie Carrasco was on the mound for Friday. He went 6 1/3, 3 earned. Or 6 2/3, 3 earned, somewhere around there. And then Walker went 6 1/3, 1 earned. And then Bassett yesterday went 6 2/3, 3 earned. And of course, Walker, love to see that. He's had probably, I want to say, 3 consistently good starts put together now. Bassett just had his second one. 3 earned over, 6 2/3 is pretty decent, especially for him and for Carrasco as well. I mean, they've both been pitching really well. Well, you could argue Miami, yeah, but Miami has some talent on the team. Saturday is when we won 3-2. Diaz almost blows it in the 9th. He gave up 1 run, but they ended up shutting them down. I want to say Saturday. What was I doing Saturday night? I think I was just at home watching this one. But by God, it was a little nerve-wracking because I think he let up a couple hits. Man's on second, I think. Right, with another hit. Runner comes home. Tie game. It's 3-2. Tying runs on base. Winning runs at the plate. And fortunately, I believe he struck him out. I think he had 3 Ks that inning, which is great. Love to see that. I feel like he's been getting lots of strikeouts. And then for yesterday, I mean, you love to see Bassett doing really well, right? But Seth Lugo came in. I forget the guy's name in Miami, but it was his first ever home run, first career home run. Lugo just didn't really have the stuff coming in for Bassett. And I don't know. Lugo was like, oh, well, he was a new guy. I've never seen him before. I haven't watched any tape on him. I really don't know. I didn't really know. But it's like, I don't know. Leave a ball over the middle of the plate, dude.
So you're kind of anti-Lugo now.
I mean, last couple of times I've seen him in games, he doesn't do very well.
Yeah.
And, I feel like last season, I would say, 90% of the time he was pitching pretty well. But there were times where he just gets absolutely hammered. It's not like he has a bad outing and gets through it. I think the second he gives him a hit, it's just like, when it rains, it pours for him.
Chapman.
Almost, dude. And it's not even that much pressure.
Right.
But nonetheless, I mean, 2 out of 3. I mean, I take that every day of the week, every weekend of the year.
But weird with the wraparound. I'm guessing something to do with the schedule with the lockout.
I guess so.
How about the Yankees to do their Houston series? Because I think it was going to be the second series of the year. The first was Texas. They have 1 game, and then it's like a couple weeks later they play a doubleheader there.
Yeah,
and it's just in between off days.
What the
because they're so nervous about moving back to postseason.
No, but you can't do that, dude.
What, move back to postseason?
Yeah,
another week? Is that?
Think about it.
Is there an answer though for the let's just say for hypothetical reasons? Let's say it's a Subway Series this year. Okay, so obviously all the games in New York, and come October, almost into November, pretty cold out. I mean, is there Is there an answer? Because we like the home field advantage, so we don't really want to go to neutral site. I mean, is there and then March, you know what I mean? We're already fighting that in the beginning of the year. So I mean, is there an answer to these, brutally cold at times postseason games?
I mean, neutral site I think would be a reasonable solution.
Mhm.
Over time, requiring um all stadiums to have like retractable roofs
I
and
think
shit.
that's the better answer because it
But I mean,
just
that's like an over 10 years sort of. I feel.
get going now though.
Well, obviously, but think about City Field. How do you even put a retractable roof over City Field?
I mean, I'm sure there's some way, but then like, but is it possible
Like,
to do it over the course of an off season?
yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck?
In the winter.
In the winter, by mind you. So,
I just
don't
don't
know,
you
dude.
feel like they'll go into a neutral site, especially for the World Series. It just takes away that. I don't know. I like the
Of course,
home
of
field
course,
advantage and
yeah.
all that.
But
So
what else are you gonna do?
I mean, I guess just suck it up, right?
What if it's snowing?
Because there's really no other. You can't really start any earlier. But what you could do, but then you're losing home games. But like the first 2 weeks of the season, so you start 2 weeks earlier, and then all those games are at neutral sites.
Dunedin.
Yeah, exactly. Or you don't really like that either.
I'd be down with that. I'd fight out.
Because then at least then you have the home field. Because I just
Right.
feel like the neutral site, you know what I mean? Baseball needs, I feel like there's just something about a home crowd in playoff games for any sport. And for some reason,
Right.
the Super Bowl, it's not affected by that, but I feel like any other sport it would be.
Yeah, football's different. It's so popular. People are going to go to that game regardless for their team.
Yeah.
Plus, there's only one game, so it's like,
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
I just think that would be too much of that would be taken away by going neutral site playoff games. Just
I know.
kind
Have
of
they
reality.
ever ran into like odd conditions in October for certain? I remember from recent memory. Like,
No, but I mean, I'm sure it's possible, like an early snowstorm or something. Could you imagine
Definitely,
if
dude.
like New York City got a blizzard or something?
postpone the games.
Yeah, maybe they would go to Dunedin potentially.
That'd be crazy, dude. They would have to be like, all right, like we're gonna fly to Dunedin. We're going max capacity of the baseball field. We're taking 50% Yankee fans, 50% Met fans for free. Let's go. Sweepstakes.
Yeah, be interesting.
Dope.
So light schedule today. So we only got 3 picks. Your Mets are already in progress.
gosh.
I mean, if you
That's right. I can't take
I mean,
the
we
Mets,
technically
dude.
could. I mean, even though they're
No,
probably
I'm gonna play it
winning.
fair.
Okay, all right.
We're playing it fair, Brian. Totally forgot about the pick segment, to be honest. Let's see here. Oh man. Ooh. Dude, Milwaukee Cardinals tonight's gonna be a pretty good game, I think. Burns against Mikolas. Yeah, I'm not gonna I wonder why they have the Cardinals so like not gonna win.
Burns.
Yeah,
Even
but
though
still.
Mikolos, the no hitter and stuff, but
Yeah, like,
Burns at home, I think is just money.
all right. Well, at home, he is. Yeah, it seems pretty good. At home, he's 34 2/3 innings pitched, 14 earned runs, 50 Ks. Jesus, 50 Ks over 35 innings. I don't give a shit. Give me the underdog here. Give me the Cardinals. Miles, going for his 6th win of the season. I'd say give me 6 2/3 out of him. 1 earned run. I guess I'll give it to. No, I'm not gonna give it to Yelich.
Adames.
Yeah, Willie Adames. There we go. And then give me Goldschmidt. Give me Arenado. Maybe he has like a 2 home run game. I feel like he really needs like a nice wow game.
First inning 2-run homer on Saturday against the Red Sox en route to a
Really?
10-2 victory.
No shit.
Yeah.
Did you know I went to the game on Friday?
You went to the game on Friday.
The Red Sox Cardinals game on Friday.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Neither did I.
You blacked out.
No, it was a great time, dude. My girlfriend's friend's dad season tickets, didn't use them.
Yeah.
Bang, we were right above like the bullpen.
Were you rooting for the Cardinals?
No.
So you were rooting for the Red Sox?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Why are you even looking at me?
I was just there having a good time, dude. I had a nice hot dog.
yeah.
We had access to the bar.
Listen up. You know, I mean, that's all well and nice.
Yeah, it was well and nice, dude.
You know, I mean, I think it is placed to the advantage of non-Yankee fans. You know, you go to a different stadium, different teams, not involving the Yankees. You have that ability to, you know, enjoy the game. But you look at myself and Matthew, it just we're in a different predicament.
Oh, you mean like I'm like, you know, rational and like just cool?
Yeah, it's just you know we just have a higher standard. That's all. But hey, you know, people like to lower their standards to those of the Red Sox and the Mets, and you know.
I feel like that golf shirt should have a Yankee logo on it. What happened? Did you rip it off or something?
No.
After a big loss, you just fucking. Anyway, give me the Cardinals tonight. I'll keep it close. 3-2.
All right. Fair enough. Tough spot though, especially Mikolos, you know, after the disappointment.
I know, but still with the Milwaukee, they don't have phenomenal batters, I feel.
Yeah, they've been kind of the Cardinals are a better team.
Yeah.
And speaking of better teams, the
Yankees.
New York Yankees, you know, the Trop and McClanahan and Cole, you know, the pitchers duel that
McClanahan again? I feel like he was just pitching against the Yankees.
McClanahan again, but no problem here. I think the Yankees, you know,
I think he's going to put Cole to shame.
After the disappointing loss yesterday. So I think Cole fired up. 6
the icing on the case.
Icing on the case tonight. 11 strikeouts, a 1 earned run. Of course, Randy Arozarena, a 3rd inning home run. But Yankees over the Rays. Let's say 6-3 tonight. Clay Holmes, 32 in the 3rd. Scoreless innings, and before you know it, they will be calling him number 42, Mariano Rivera.
Not much of a game.
That's all I got.
All right, dude. By the way, Mets are up 1-0. I don't know if you saw.
I was trying to poo-poo it.
I knew it. I knew you would. Next one, we're gonna go. Oh, gosh, dude. Who's Caleb Killian? You know who that guy is?
I can't believe you just asked me that. Was that a joke?
Yeah, dude.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No,
He's pitching for.
No. That was not a joke. I could just tell. That was a Tony cover-up right there.
No, I don't think so.
You forgot
he's a pretty good actor, dude.
Because I was telling you about how he came over in the Chris Bryant trade, that he was the Cubs' -- prospect, and he did get shellacked his last start. But the Pirates obviously offer some hope. That's what you're getting at.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's funny because I forget the dude's name that came up for Oakland.
Oh, yeah. I forgot too, but I know we were talking about that.
Yeah. I mean, he got shellacked twice.
Right.
And I feel like this Caleb Killian guy might be getting shellacked twice, I feel. It's just tough because I guess the guy from Oakland played like the Braves and I think maybe Houston or someone else, but just thinking about it, I'm like looking at this preview here. Yeah, give me Pittsburgh, dude. -115. Caleb, regardless against whoever, dude. I just don't think he's gonna do very well. And Jack Suwinski, 3-run home game against the Giants yesterday. It's not gonna happen again. Get out of town.
You know what's not going to happen again?
What? It's not going to happen again.
Syndergaard is not going to get hammered tonight against the Royals. 15 strikeouts.
You're an idiot,
over
dude.
6 1/3. Phil Nevin riled up Ohtani and Trout combined for not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 home runs, including 3 by Ohtani, en route to a 15-0 victory over the Kansas City Royals.
You're a big Phil Nevin guy now?
Oh, yeah. It's fired up.
I think that's a ridiculous take, Brian.
I want to see how much more
15
ridiculous of a take you
strikeouts
have for your last pick here.
I mean, I was just talking about the Red Sox. Let's go with them. Against Detroit?
I like Detroit.
No way. Yeah, Alex Fado.
Oh, big time.
No way.
You like
dude.
Winkowski?
Sure.
Oh, great.
We could ski, you know? Anyway, dude, obviously this guy Josh Winkowski hasn't really pitched a lot. He only pitched 8 innings this season. over 2 starts, giving up 10 hits, 4 earned runs, 7 Ks. It's not, it's not terrible.
Right.
2 runs a game. Boston can make that up very easily. I think the bullpen can hold it together. Alex Fado, on the other hand, 1-3 in the season, giving up 6 home runs, 40 innings pitched. He's given up 44 hits, 12 walks. What you doing? How could you like him? How could you like anyone on Detroit?
Javi Baez.
Why do you like him so much?
I think he's good. He just needs to be in a winning environment, and that's why you saw him struggle. At times with the Cubs, the Mets, and now he's in Detroit. I think he needs to go to a winning organization.
What does that mean?
I'm saying those teams are losing teams.
But the whole reason to get Baez is to start winning.
Yeah, but they didn't surround him with the proper support. I mean, am I wrong?
So he needs to be on a team with other phenomenal athletes.
I think the Rays would be a good landing spot for him.
I think the Rays. Why not the Yankees?
I mean, yes, but no.
I like him, but I just don't want him on my team.
Well, just budgetary. I want to save that money for Judge and whatnot. But anyway,
give me the Red Sox tonight. 5-2. 5-2.
All right. And my last pick, going to a place where I've been before, sunny San Diego. My guy, Yu Darvish on the hill versus Zach Davies in Arizona. And while, Arizona's been competing a little bit here, 4 games under 500, but better of late. Padres, despite the Manny Machado injury, better team. And I just feel like Darvish at home, settling in against a weak hitting team like Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
6 innings.
14
strikeouts. No walks.
Oh yeah, that's good.
A solo home run allowed to Christian Walker.
It was unbelievable.
And the Padres win 8-1.
All right.
And I know I usually say this about basketball, but if we could just go quickly to the world of the National Hockey League.
2-2, he got him swinging.
In they come, Kevin, what a save by Vasilevsky! Are you kidding me?
McAvoy, Frederick, did you get the license plate number on that truck? McDavid,
You just knew that Connor McDavid was going to make a statement. What a goal.
All right. So tonight we have game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals, and just a little side hockey note here. The Dallas Stars are bringing in Peter DeBoer, the former Vegas Knights coach, as their head coach. So that was just came across my desk earlier this morning. But that being said, Tony, here we are. You look at the Colorado-Tampa series, and while game 1, overtime, all of that, close game. Game 2, not so much. As this was Saturday night, by the way, 7-0 Avalanche. So really taking command. Up now 2-0. I know it's in Tampa, and we saw how quickly the Rangers series changed hands, of course. But this, I just think this isn't the Rangers. This is the Avalanche, and I'm not surprised that it's 2-0. I'm not surprised that it was 7-0 last game. And I'm not going to be surprised if Colorado finishes the deal without having to go back home. I just think Tampa's cooked. I think they were overrated just in terms of everyone's thinking, 2-time Stanley Cup champions, all that. I don't think that they're even close to the level of Colorado. And I know, like I said, it all turned at home last series, especially when they were down late, 2-0 in that game against the Rangers. But I wouldn't be surprised if they got shut out tonight. It was just crazy too that Kemper, what did he have? 16 saves in a shutout? Are they dead? Like what? What's going on?
Yeah, pretty crazy. As my mom says, I'm on my way back.
As you are here.
Mom, I made it back. I am here. Thank you very much. But yeah, dude. So pretty much what we had here, 7-0, huh?
Can't poo-poo it.
Tampa Bay was just so just overwhelmed with Colorado's speed. And to kind of go with, you were saying, Brian, I mean, am I surprised that Colorado won 7-0? Not necessarily. Am I surprised they're up 2-0? Yes. I do think that Colorado got a little lucky in that overtime goal in game 1. And I mean, I said this before the series preview. I could see one of these games potentially being a blowout, but more than that, I really can't see. So I do think Tampa Bay is going to come out with some type of adjustments. I mean, when you think about it, 16 shots on net. They were just being pestered all game with Colorado's defense, with back checking from their forwards. It was just so honest. It was uncharacteristic of Tampa Bay for sure. Of course, you always have to tip your hat to Colorado for playing that type of game. I mean, Tampa Bay was 0 for 3 on the power plays, and every power play they had looked like they were a man down, honestly. And I think McCarr had a short-handed goal, I think. I mean, it's obviously so just ridiculous how much good talent they have between McKinnon and Lankinen. Obviously, Kadri's been out, but Landeskog as well, Cale Makar, Rantanen. I mean, these are players that obviously are all very good and can score at any time at any point of the ice. But Tampa Bay seemed like they just were on the back of their heels from the get-go. There was always a man in front of Vasilevsky that was uncovered. They were missing their defense assignments. They could not get out of their own zone because of how quick the Colorado was putting defensive pressure on them. There are ways around that. It is kind of ridiculous, I think, that they could not make an adjustment mid-game. But nonetheless, I think this laptop's about to die. Come on. Stand by.
Is it gonna make it?
Yeah, it's gonna make it.
Next time he needs a little more time with mom, guys. And you can't believe he got there so fast. I mean, I know I can. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mr. Leadfoot over there. Anyway,
cut
to the chase. What's happening tonight?
First of all, Mom, can't believe we got there so fast. It took me 3 hours to get here. Absolutely ridiculous, Brian.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the chick from ESPN doing the traffic report. You want to go to GW? Don't go to the GW. Anyway, so cut to the chase, Brian. Give me Tampa Bay here tonight for 2.
Colorado 7-1. They're
No
cooked.
way.
I mean,
No,
we've
they're
seen
not
all the
cooked.
times that.
When have we seen it all the time?
No. I'm just saying it. Just in any sport, that third trip to the championship level, a lot of teams run out of gas, and I think that's where they are. There's a lot of hockey over the last couple of years, and obviously hockey being very physical sport, Tony. I think that's what it is. They're just shot. They're getting swept. They're losing 7-1 tonight, and I mean, I don't think I could put it any other way than that. But really, I mean, as we come to a close here, Anthony.
Yes.
Do you have anything else for me?
I don't think so. Let's go Mets. Keep it going. Let's go Tampa Bay. Started.
Tampa Bay Lightning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the Rays too. Sure. Why not, dude? You already brought it up.
Whoa.
Let's go Shane McClanahan.
We can't do that. But let's go Yankees. And of course, really appreciate everybody tuning in once again and continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. The YouTube videos, Tony, the costumes, definitely check that out on our YouTube page, as well as the summer collection on downtimetv.com. We want everybody to enjoy this beautiful day, enjoy the games, and we will see you
Mañana. Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do.